I spent some time with Rob McDonald when he was at Jim Jones. There's been a big falling out there, but Rob McDonald is known as Bobby Maximus. Bobby Maximus is his alter ego. I'm good friends with Robbie. Bobby is definitely an Instagram personality, and so, but he's an ex-UFC fighter, and one of the things he said is that win or lose, after the fight, they'll sit down and go, here's what you did well, here's what you need to work on. If you lost, here's what you did well, here's what you need to work on. If they won, here's what you did well, here's what you need to work on. It wasn't this like, it's also that reference point of if I beat you in a fight, not me versus you, but whoever it may be, what happens is like, if I beat you, it's like, yeah, I won. It's like, doesn't mean that you performed really well.
Yeah.
And so it's really important to look at that objectively. But the audit comes from, we often audit ourselves when things are bad. It's like, fuck, how did things get this way? Like, what have I been missing? And, how did I miss that bill? Or, why did she end up not loving me? Whatever it might be, right? We audit ourselves. We take stock when things go bad. What we don't often do is take stock and audit ourselves when things are good, so that we know how to repeat the good.
Yeah, if everything's going right, then
it's like,
what's the
hey,
need to refine?
yeah,
man,
that's good.
Like,
Just live in the moment.
Everything's
Yeah,
fucked.
I only want to live in the moment when I'm happy, right? That's it. When people are sad, they're like, I need to distract myself. Oh, wow. But yeah, so it's interesting that auditing is so crucial to do when things are going well, because you have to be able to go, okay, what are the things that I'm doing that I'm probably being disciplined with that are now showing up in my life as a result. And often what happens is that we have to work and be disciplined, and during, say for example, I'm just going to give kind of nominal amounts, but 4 weeks, we don't see the results of those 4 weeks for another 4 weeks. And so if we work 8 weeks and we start seeing results, it's not from the week before, it's from the 8 weeks of work before it. It's the same thing, like you will earn what you don't earn in your first 10 years of business, you can earn back in the next 10 if you stick through it and learn the lessons. And so it's being smart with that process. But you've got to have that sort of intuitive understanding and be able to periodically audit yourself, good or bad, regardless. It just is what's working, what's not working, and how can we repeat the working. And that's the same for your training and everything else as well. So when I hear people say with their training, like, before I got the best results when I did X, it's like, okay, but do you have those results right now? Well, no. It's like, right. So are they actually results? Do you want to just increase your income for a quarter, or do you want to increase your salary for a year? Like, that's the question you should be asking. You probably want to increase your salary for a year, right? And then increase the salary for the next year, and so on and so on and so forth. It's like, yeah, you want to fucking play the long game with that, but when it comes to your health, let's do a 12-week challenge, or even less. I've seen 60-hour reboots.
What?
Yeah, purchase my thing, let's do a 60-hour reboot. It's like,
this guy's a fucking idiot.
well, I mean, there's probably benefit to it. I haven't looked into it, but what I'm getting at there, it's like the challenges is getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and it's just like, it's because the attention span of it, I want it now, and it's like, as long as you want it now, you will never have it. Or actually have it now, if it's an emotion. But that's it. So yeah, audit the good, audit the bad, audit the neutral, understand what works and what doesn't, but you can't always do that when things go wrong, and that's when we often do it, when we're in pain.
Sometimes.
Which we're then not in a good headspace to really audit it objectively either.